What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be rebuilding the Pittsburgh Steelers long term after, of course, Big Ben's retirement, trying to seek a quarterback for this franchise. But before we get into the video, guys, I have to ask for a favor real quick. So exciting news today. We are dropping our first podcast episode. So what I want you guys to do, there's going to be a link down in the description below. It is going to be a football podcast with 3 of my friends. You're going to go over here. You're going to click this link and you're going to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So please do that. Go ahead and help us grow this podcast. Like I said, first episode drops tonight. So if that interests you at all football with 3 of my friends, it's exciting. And this is a kind of exciting announcement that I have kind of kept under wraps. So tonight, 6 Central Time, we'll have our first podcast uploaded to this YouTube channel. So if you want to go ahead and hit the subscribe button over there, I'd greatly appreciate it. So the Pittsburgh Steelers are obviously going to be searching for a quarterback this offseason, which is what our plan is today, is find this team a long-term quarterback. There's been some talks about Mason Rudolph potentially being the starter if the season were to start today, which I'm sure most Steelers fans aren't all that optimistic about. So we're going to try our best to bring in a franchise quarterback for this team after Big Ben is gone. So like we usually do, let's go ahead and just start with the negotiation stage. And guys, real quickly, also leave a like to this video and subscribe if you are new. Greatly appreciate it as I punch my desk. So please, do those things. But we got Juju Smith-Schuster, Joe Hayden, Trey Turner, Terrell Edmonds, Eric Ebron. So there's a few guys that we want to assign here, and we have $80 million in cap space to handle it. So let's start up top with Juju Smith-Schuster. Now, Steelers fans last time torched me for not re-signing Juju, so I'm going to give him an off. I'm going to try to get Juju back just to keep another wide receiver here in Pittsburgh. So we're going to offer him a contract, and he is back. Juju is back. Joe Hayden, 33 years old, don't really have any interest in him. Trey Turner at 80 overall, 29 years old. I'll give him like a 2-year deal, nothing crazy, and he is back. So we get an offensive lineman back. We got a 25-year-old strong safety in Terrell Edmonds. Would definitely have interest in keeping him around, obviously. So we get Terrell Edmonds back. Eric Ebron, I believe we have Pat Freiermuth, so probably won't worry about Eric Ebron too much. We have a 27-year-old corner I wouldn't mind bringing back either. We're going to need another one as well, but getting Akilio Witherspoon, or however you say his name, would be nice as well. So we got a corner. James Washington, I don't think we really need to re-sign the wide receivers too much, and I think I'm ready to move on. So we got Dwayne Haskins down here, Joshua Dobbs, but which Dwayne Haskins might be on the team as well in real life, but I'm not going to worry about bringing him back. So let's go to day 1 of free agency and see what this is all looking like. And I don't even know if Big Ben is still on the team or not. Hopefully he is not. Let's go take a look at our lineup real quick now that we've gone past the negotiation stage. So do we have Big Ben still here? No, he's gone. So Big Ben is gone, which is great. So obviously it's just Mason Rudolph, Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool, and Juju Smith-Schuster. Wide receiver core is awesome. Running back core is solid as well. Offensive lineman, a little bit of improvements here and there will be fine. And like I said, we have Pat Freiermuth. So tight end wasn't something we really need to focus on as far as Eric Ebron was concerned. And then obviously the defense for the Steelers is known to always be pretty solid. So I guess the one thing I wouldn't mind bringing in is a nose tackle. So you have Joe Sherbert at 28. We'll have to keep an eye on that. We have Sutton and we have Witherspoon. So honestly, 2 solid corners, but I think bringing in like a number 1 corner would definitely be nice for us. So and then a quarterback, obviously we need to go get a quarterback. So a nose tackle, another corner. We're gonna have to find a replacement for Cameron Hayward eventually. I believe he's pretty up there in age and veteran wise. So TJ Watt, Devin Bush, and Alex Highsmith, though I'm solid on. So nose tackle, corner, and obviously quarterback is going to be the number 1 thing, and then improve the offensive line a little bit. So with our $49 million in cap space, let's see if we can address any of that. So I'm not going to go for Teron Armstead this video. He'll deplete my cap too much. I only have $49 million, so I'm not going to go for Teron Armstead. We got Melvin Gordon out here, Devondre Campbell. Sebastian Joseph Day is immediately the nose tackle, first free agent that I want for the Steelers roster. I'm just going to improve my defensive tackle position with Sebastian Joseph Day, hopefully. I'm going to have to give him a big fat contract, 109 total points. That blows everyone's offer out of the water. We should get him. He's also superstar development, which is just fantastic. And then offensive line was obviously another one. But let's go take a look at corner real quick. So cornerback position, we got Mike Hughes, Kyle Fuller, AJ Boye, Rasul Douglas. I mean, there's some solid corners out here, but nobody's standing out to me that's like, I want him to be my number 1 corner going forward. So maybe we could find that in the trade market, potentially. Obviously going to need another middle linebacker going forward eventually, but it's not a number 1 need right now. And then the quarterback free agents, I mean, you got Jameis Winston, but not really feeling that. Kind of want to just draft a quarterback in round 1 and just kind of build around them. So I'm thinking Malik Willis maybe, or something like that. We'll see. And then I do want to look at the offensive lines that are, offensive linemen that are available. So we got Teron Armstead, Tyrell Crosby. So our left tackle position is a little lackluster. We got Richie Incognito, and we got a star development guard. So guard's not really our problem. It's more or less the center, which we actually have a young center at 23, so we probably won't worry about center too much. I think it's the tackles more than anything that we kind of need offensive lineman for. So a tackle, I mean, we could technically try to slide Alex Kappa or one of those guys to tackle, which I guess will be the one thing we will try to attempt to do is we'll sign Alex Kappa, however you say his name, and get him to be one of our tackles, maybe if he accepts the contract. So day one of free agency is going to look like this. Got Sebastian Joseph Day and Alex, who I want to bring in. And I also, like I said, I want to trade for a corner as well. So if I am able to accomplish that with maybe a second round pick, I'd be happy with that. They're trading a round 3 pick for Desmond King from the Houston Texans just to bring in another cornerback that I think will help us out a lot. So with that, let's go simulate to next week and see if we get Sebastian Joseph Day and Alex Kappa. So hopefully get both of them. Especially Sebastian Joseph Day. I would love to have him to improve my defensive tackle up front. And boom, just like that, we got both of them, which is fantastic. So that's going to improve the team by quite a bit. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to move one of those O linemen, obviously, to right tackle or left tackle. It doesn't really matter. So we'll probably end up moving like Turner to tackle. I mean, we could even move. We'll move Turner to tackle, and he can play right tackle for us. That way we have that solved, and then we can go straight to looking at the defense after we do this and see if there's anything else we need to improve. But I'm happy we brought in the nose tackle, and I'm also happy that we brought in a corner. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Left tackle is the one position obviously is lacking a little bit, so we can address that in the draft hopefully. And then quarterback. So then defensively, you got this now. You got Sebastian Joseph Day up front with Cameron Hayward, Stephon Tuitt, Witherspoon. You brought in Desmond King, and then Sutton, Minka Fitzpatrick, Terrell. I'm very happy with how this team looks. So now we got to go into the draft. We still have cap space left over, but I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to go into this draft. We're going to draft a tackle, and we're also going to go draft a quarterback. So at round 1, pick number 22, let's see what quarterback's going to be able to fall to us here in the first round. Hopefully, Desmond Ridder went just before. And it's kind of funny because we actually drafted him when we did our Saints rebuild yesterday, which actually turned out pretty well if you guys want to check it out. So you have Carson Strong, we have Tyler Linderbaum, and Matt Corral, and Malik Willis. So honestly, I kind of want to take Malik Willis. Scrambler, quarterback, something Mike Tomlin hasn't had his whole time with Big Ben. Throw accuracy deep, C, throw accuracy mid, throw accuracy short. Because I've taken Carson Strong in a video, and I also have taken, actually, I don't think I've ever taken Matt Corral either. B, throw accuracy deep, A, throw accuracy short, C, throw under pressure. So we could take Matt Corral technically here as well. But I'm going to take Malik Willis. I like what he was able to accomplish last time we drafted him in our Steelers video. So I want to do more of a long-term thing with him. All right, so next selection, I want to try to address the tackle position if possible. So round 2, pick number 22. Let's see if we can find ourselves a right tackle. I highly doubt it. And then after this, we don't have a draft pick. So we have Trevor Penning. We have, okay, so we have a couple tackles on the board, which is great at the top because we need to draft one of them. So I got Trevor Penning, I should say. B, run block, and then you got A, stamina, F, injury, B, run block, power. Okay, so Trevor Penning doesn't look too bad. Might go for him. Then I want to also look at Nicholas as well. So we got B, awareness, C, pass block, and then B. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Trevor. We're going to go with Trevor here in round number 2. And like I said, after this, we only have a 7th round pick, it looks like. So we got a hidden development left tackle and a normal development quarterback. So that normal development quarterback could obviously turn into star development really quickly. So we're going to advance to the end of the draft now. We got ourselves a tackle. We got ourselves a quarterback in this draft. We're happy with it. So after the draft and after free agency, this is what the team is going to look like. It's going to be Malik Willis up front, Najee Harris, Benny Snell, Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool, Juju Smith-Schuster. So plenty of wide receivers for Malik Willis to throw to, and you got Pat Freiermuth as well. Offensive line is nice and young, other than maybe Trey Turner, so that's great. And then defensively, take a look. You also got Sebastian Joseph Day, you got Desmond King. So, I mean, this team should definitely still make the playoffs, I think. Hopefully, it actually kind of depends on how good Malik Willis is for us. But we are going to be doing this for the long term of things. So as long as we can just, be a little bit competitive, I would just like to see Malik Willis progress as much as possible. Maybe even get us into the playoffs. That would be cool. So unfortunately for Malik Willis's rookie season, when he only went 6-11, getting 6 wins, I guess, is better than 3 or 5 or whatever. I mean, it's only one more win than 5. But I want to take a look at the roster, kind of see, and obviously look at the stats. And we're still going into this offseason with a ton of cap space, which is going to be good. So Malik Willis went up to a 74 overall, which is great. So seeing him progress is going to be great. We want to continue to see that development, and then I also want to put Penning over more right there. But other than that, obviously we didn't make playoffs, so that's unfortunate. But defensively, looking like this, so pretty solid. Let's go take a look at our stats real quick. That way we can see maybe what went wrong. Maybe Malik Willis wasn't as good as we needed him to be. 30 passing touchdowns, 14 in the NFL. Then offense was 19, so not too bad. And defense was 21st, so not terrible. Not a bad rookie season by any means. Malik Willis, 30 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. Rushing wise, Najee Harris with 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns. And then Deontay Johnson at 1,200 yards, 1,000 from Juju, and then 800 from Claypool, and then 600 for Pat Freiermuth. And then taking a look at the defensive side of the ball, sacks wise, you had 11 from Cameron Hayward, so still a very good season out of him. 6 from Stephon Tuitt. Interception, you had 2 from Devin Bush, 2 from Witherspoon, and 2 from Sutton. All right, man, we got to get into this offseason, of course, make more moves for the Steelers team. We're going to have to start with the negotiation stage and get rolling on that. And of course, we can improve the roster even further around Malik Willis. I'm sure we'll be in the playoffs next year if all goes well. So here we are in the negotiation stage. Obviously, a lot of guys we have to resign. You got Minkah Fitzpatrick, Stephon Tuitt, Deontay Johnson. You got Chris Boswell, Devin Bush. So there actually is quite a few guys we need to resign here. So let's get to it. So let's go ahead and first start off with Minkah Fitzpatrick at the top of the board. The Steelers traded for this guy from the Dolphins a while back, and Fitzpatrick came over there and became one of the better safeties in the league. So it's obvious we don't want to lose him. Stephon Tuitt is 30 years old. So we'll have to make a decision on that, but I'm going to go with Deontay Johnson and sign him at 27 years old through his prime. You know, usually 27 is kind of where you enter your prime years usually. So he is back. Chris Boswell will keep him as a kicker if possible. And no, he's like, nah, I'm good. Okay, Devin Bush, 25 years old, middle linebacker. We're already going to need another one, so definitely would love to keep Devin Bush around, and he is back. W. Sutton at 28, just another corner that could be a good option for us. I'll sign him. He's not interested. That's fine. Benny Snell, Chris Wormley. And is there anyone else that stands out to me? Not really. Maybe we could resign Benny Snell just to be our backup running back. Nothing crazy. I'll give him a little bit more money. And we're about to head into free agency with $60 million unless we do decide to sign Stephon Tuitt. So I think I'm going to gamble a little bit. And I'm going to wait till the offseason and or wait till free agency to see if I can find something better, I guess, is what I'm going to do. So we're actually going to gamble on Stephon Tuitt a little bit. So let's go to next week. And we also got to take a look at our lineup to see if anybody's like went down in overall. I know like Cameron Hayward might have obviously went to star development potentially because he is a veteran, but let's go take a look. So 85 overall team right now. We could definitely boost this to maybe 90 overall might be too optimistic. So Cameron Hayward went down to 92 overall. Nothing crazy. And then you got Laddermilk, Sebastian Joseph Day. Still got corners, but again, another one wouldn't be too bad. Middle linebacker core, Joe Schobert, I mean, hasn't gone down too much, so we could keep him as a middle linebacker. So we need an edge rusher. Another corner wouldn't hurt. And then O lineman, that wouldn't hurt either. I mean, we have $50 million, so we can honestly go do whatever we need to. So let's go to free agency, $60 million at our disposal, and let's see what we can get. So we got Lamar Jackson. We're not going to be doing that. Terry McLaurin, Kareem Hunt, Stephon Tuitt is the best edge rusher on the board, it looks like. Fletcher Cox, Tony Pollard, Mecole Hardman, Jordan Poyer, Younghoe Koo, Nate Davis, John Murphy Bunting. Okay, so it looks like we are just really better off going and getting. So we didn't have, what was it? Jeffrey Simmons or Jeff Simmons falling out here. Or we didn't have Montez Sweat here either, which is very unfortunate. So I think we're better off just going for Stephon Tuitt. Now, this is bad because I actually gambled and let him enter free agency. So if we don't get him back, you know why? Because I messed up. So I'm going to try to get him back and hope that he does come back. So we'll offer Stephon Tuitt a contract, 98 total points. Still not his best offer, so we got to boost this up even further. So now he's going to be a little bit more expensive for us to bring back because obviously we're negotiating with other teams. And it's still not edging the Patriots out as much as I'd want it to. So we'll offer just a little bit more. And that should put us in the front. So other than that, what do I want to do? I think I want to sign Sean Murphy Bunting, I believe was the best corner available here. So I'm going to try to get him as well, just to improve our cornerback room even further. So Sean Murphy Bunting, if you want to come be a Pittsburgh Steeler, be very happy to have you. And then, we can go for a middle linebacker technically if you wanted to put someone over Joe Schobert. I mean, why not? Let's go for it. So Bobby, we can go ahead and offer a contract to. We still have a lot of money, so we'll offer Bobby a contract. And then another good thing is we'll have a high first-round pick this draft because we went 6, and we only won 6 games. So Greedy Williams is down here as well. So I guess Stephon Tuitt, Sean Murphy Bunting, and Bobby is going to be our negotiation. So if we're able to get all 3 of them, that's going to strengthen the defense by quite a bit. So let's go ahead and see if we can obviously get Stephon Tuitt back first and foremost, and then get those other 2 free agents. And we got everybody besides the corners. We got Tuitt back. Hopefully there's still like Greedy Williams out here. So we did not get Sean Murphy Bunting, which is unfortunate. But we do need another corner. So let me go take a look and see if there's a different corner available. Maybe I get lucky and Greedy Williams is still here. I do not get that lucky. Jason Brett's 32-year-old, so I get the scraps that are left over, it looks like. Jordan Lewis, Kyle Fuller. So I guess I'll just go for like Jordan Lewis to be one of our solid corners just for now. Nothing crazy. So we'll sign Jordan Lewis, and then we'll head to the draft. So that's what our team's going to look like. So we got ourselves a middle linebacker to add just in case Joe Schobert continues to go down in overall. And I also want to find a replacement for Cameron Hayward eventually. So let's go ahead and head towards the NFL draft. So we have the 8th overall pick here in the 2023 NFL draft. So let's go see what we can get here on number 8. I mean, there's not really a position of need that we necessarily need to have, but I mean, just getting an impact player would just help us, obviously, you know, make the postseason. So Bryce Young, I don't really want to draft a quarterback. Obviously, you got a tight end if we wanted to draft another tight end, but we want to go tight end round 1. Don't think so. You got Eric Gilbert on the board, who is an A catching D run block, which we scouted this guy quite a bit, and he's actually a beast, it looks like. So could technically bring in another tight end if we really wanted to. You got a nose tackle, you got an edge, and Desmond Evans. Like I said, I think we did kind of need a replacement eventually. B power moves, A tackle. I don't know. Do we take the tight end? Is that crazy to do in here in round 1? Is he like the Kyle Pitts comparison? He's like the best player available. You know what? I'm going to do it. I don't do this often. I'm taking a tight end. He's a hidden development, vertical threat tight end. He's got 88 speed for a tight end, which is insane. So, you know what? Maybe he's the next Travis Kelce. Who knows? So next round, I think I'll go edge, hopefully. So we got ourselves a tight end in round number 1. Just another weapon, you know, to add with Pat Freiermuth, which we do have Pat Freiermuth, but another tight end doesn't hurt. Maybe we can even go another corner here. That actually might not be a terrible idea. You got Karan Prunty, C zone coverage, and then B awareness. See, yeah, B tackle. He doesn't look that great, so I don't know. What else we want to go here? Drew Sanders at outside, and got middle linebacker. Darnell Washington, another tight end that we scouted like crazy. Let's take, what do we got? Jordan Birch down here. Round 2 to 3. Let's go. We'll look at Drew Sanders real quick. C block shedding. I just don't know what to do here. I don't know where to go here. So you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and draft the corner. I'm gonna draft Karan Prunty out of South Carolina. And he is going to be a normal development corner. All right, I'm done. I should probably just exit and let the CPU, let my assistant GM do the rest. So it looks like we got a few hidden development players to add to this offense. We got a guard, we got a running back, and we drafted an 84 overall tight end. So I think it's safe to say he was the Kyle Pitts of this draft, apparently. So I'm happy we got him. That's another weapon for Malik Willis to throw to. And defensively, it doesn't look like we added too much over on the defensive side of the ball. The corner I drafted was a 72 overall, not too bad, so that'll be fine. But we're gonna go ahead and celebrate this season, and this Malik Willis show again. Malik Willis, go take us to the promised land. Let's go make the playoffs. So once again, another disappointing season. 7-10, only got one more win than last year. Very unfortunate. So we're gonna run this. We're gonna run this train one more time, run it back, and we gotta make the damn playoffs before this video's over. So you know what, Malik Willis, you're a little, disappointing me a little bit, but I'm not sure it's all your fault. He's up to a 76 overall, which I'm trying to rally around this man, but not making the playoffs twice in a row is definitely very disappointing. But we're still running, we're still obviously rallying around Malik Willis, trying to get him to be the guy. Defense and offense looks pretty good. I like where we're at. It's just unfortunate that we can't get into the damn postseason. So hopefully in this third season we can actually do it. So I guess we should take a look at the stats real quick, and I think I might literally just look at Malik Willis real quick. So 22 touchdowns and 8 interceptions, 3,700 yards. I mean, it's not like he turned the ball over a lot. Najee Harris, 1,300 yards, teaming wise. I mean, maybe just not enough throwing out there. TJ Watt, 15, 6.5, and then interceptions 4. So I think we're going to run this back real quick. Offense was 32nd in the NFL, so that's a huge problem. So let's get to this offseason. We should also have a little bit more cap space. We got to re-sign everybody. This is the playoff bracket. We're going to the offseason. We're going to improve this team even further. We're going to make the playoffs in the third and final season. We have to. So $51 million available to us, and it looks like we have a few guys we need to resign. Nothing crazy. So that might also give us the opportunity to also go ahead and get a good impact free agent. Just a, best available free agent I can find, really. So Chase Claypool is back. Trey Turner, I guess we got to move on from him. Dotson at 27 years old, I'll bring back if I can get him. So I'm hoping we're going to have about $20 million left over. So Alex Highsmith. I think everyone else I don't really need back. So yeah, Alex Highsmith's the one guy left that I want to bring back. So we'll get Alex Highsmith. That should leave us about $21 million at our disposal. So I want to go into this free agency. We might be able to cut somebody too to free up even more money if we need to. So this free agency, I want to get an impact player. Don't know who it's going to be. Don't even know who's going to be at the top of the board. But I want to take a look at our lineup real quick. I know Cameron Hayward obviously is still here. So Malik Willis, 76 overall. Offensive line, I'm still very happy with. I mean, it could be better, but it's fine. Tight end ended up being really good for us, obviously. And then taking a look at the defensive side of the ball. Wow, we have a superstar development running back down here. So that's kind of funny. We have 2 superstar running backs, which, you know what? That actually might be interesting for a trade, low key. So defensively, Cameron Hayward's still at 89 overall. So defense, I'm not really worried about. Cornerback wouldn't be too bad to go for. And like I said, we could also trade Milton for something, it looks like. So it looks like we need a tackle and a corner more than anything. So if we can address one of those positions here in free agency with our $20 million, that'd be great. So Joe Burrow's a freaking free agent. That's insane. If I didn't have Malik, well, I mean, I could go for Joe Burrow. Actually, I don't think I have enough money, but that would be a crazy signing. You got Jerry Jeudy, Stephon Gilmore at 33 years old, Julian Blackmon, DeMarcus Lawrence. Not really seeing what we need out here. Cornerback, we have Stephon Gilmore, Marcus Peters, Darius Slay, Bryce Callahan, and William Jackson. Honestly, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of trading that running back. Honestly, I'm thinking of trading that running back and using whatever money we have left over for whatever else. So we're going to trade that superstar development running back. I don't think we need him necessarily. So if we could trade him for a corner or a tackle, like one of the best in the league, that's what I need to do. So here I am going for it all. I'm trading my running back and 2 first-round picks for the next 2 years for Tre'Davious White to become my brand new corner here in Pittsburgh. Yep, that was the immediate move I wanted to make. We brought in Tre'Davious White to bring our corner, be one of our corners. And now, last but not least, we literally just need a tackle. And I am set in stone with this team. You know, going for Joe Burrow would be cool as well, but we're not going to do that. So Jake Matthews, if you want to, I guess I need a right tackle more than anything. Trey Turner, Jake Matthews is the best available. So we'll go for Jake Matthews to be our offensive lineman that we need. And if we can get Jake Matthews, I'm sure this, you know, the stars are the limit, I guess is the way you say it. So let's go take a look at our team now that we bring in a tackle, and that should be just fine. So bring in Tre'Davious White, one of the better corners in the league, to pair alongside all the other corners we have. Take a look at this lineup and tell me this isn't a playoff team. You got Malik Willis, Najee Harris. Offensive line looks solid. They got a superstar development tight end. Obviously got rid of the running back behind Najee Harris that we didn't necessarily need. And we got Tre'Davious freaking White here at corner. So let's go. Let's go make the damn postseason. Malik Willis, tired of you playing games. Get me to the playoffs. We have finally done it. We made the damn postseason. It only took 3 seasons in. Let's go take a look at the stats real quick. Malik Willis, 26 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Rushing wise, Najee Harris with 600 yards, 22 touchdowns. Receiving 900, 800. Yeah, nobody really had 1,000 yards. So Malik Willis hasn't been that great of a passer. I'm assuming it might be the system we're running. I don't know. 16 sacks, 10 from Alex Highsmith, 8.5 from Cameron Hayward, and then 6 from Stephon Tuitt, and 2.5 from Devin Bush. I'm really happy that Cameron Hayward's been able to be pretty solid throughout the whole video. So I'm happy with that. I want to take one last look at our lineup real quick before we jump in and play the Chargers real quick. So taking a look at the lineup, you got Malik Willis up to a 78 overall now. You got 92 overall tight end. Juju's an 89. So offensive line looks solid. And defensively, everyone is still pretty solid as well. Tre'Davious White. So yeah, we're happy with that. Let's jump in. Let's play the Los Angeles Chargers. And let's go see if we can beat Justin Herbert here in wildcard weekend. Malik Willis, I need you to lock it in. I know it's snowing, but we got to come out here and we got to beat the Chargers. We got to go on and win it all. So this is our first time making the postseason. Got to stop. Interception by a defensive. What are we doing? Sebastian Joseph Day just got an interception. Must have been a tip ball or something. 7-10. All right. And 17-13. That's good. And can we? Yeah, 7-20. Malik Willis, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. 7-20. We need to put up more points, though. Yep, 7-26. Looks like we got our kick blocked or something. I don't know. Let's see. Pass knocked away by Devin Bush. And boom, 7-33. And I think it's safe to say that we have won this game. We absolutely blew out the Chargers. 7-40. Kyle Shanahan is the head coach of the Chargers now. Interesting. So let's go, baby. 7-40. Let's go to the divisional round. Don't know who we're going to be playing yet, but hey, that was a good start. Now we get to play a team that we're all too familiar with, the New England Patriots. Now, I will tell you one thing that you guys didn't get to see, that the defense last week held Justin Herbert to 100 yards. So if we could do something like that again, that would be fantastic. We're playing Mac Jones instead. So, you know, similar quarterback style. Maybe we could do it again. Come out here and score right away. No, not going to happen. And the Patriots come out and score immediately on their first drive, and it is now 10-0. Not a good start. Can we go put up some damn points, please? 10-0, and still 0 points for us. And still 0 points for us, 17-0. Dude, come on, man. Are we really about to do what Come on. All right, Malik Willis, put up some damn points. 7, 20. Defense, I need to stop, and it's not going to happen. All right, 28. Oh, we got absolutely obliterated, man. We got absolutely obliterated. Mac Jones comes in here and literally just... I can't. How are you celebrating right now? Doesn't make any sense. You just lost. 7 to... I can't do this game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.